The Christmas Pig, written by J.K. Rowling, illustrated by Jim Field. Chapter 22 Adjustments. Once Comb had disappeared upstairs, Specs said, "Why don't Fingers play us some Christmas carols, brighten things up?" The gardening glove began to play, "O Little Town of Bethlehem," but it didn't really help. Jack could tell all the things worth still thinking as he was of the screen. "Now," Specs said to the remaining newcomers, "the rules here are simple. Just stay within the town limits and keep cheerful. Never forget at any minute you might be found or adjusted." "Adjusted?" repeated the battery. "What does that mean?" "It means your value up there has changed," said the sheriff. "Take your case, Battery. Nobody thinks they need you right now. But let's say they pull off the back of the little girl's remote-controlled car on Christmas Day and realize they haven't got enough batteries without you. That's when you become much more important to them. They will start looking for you harder, and while they're looking, you'll be moved to Bother It's Gone. That's the next town because you've become that much more important to your owners. In Bother It's Gone, you get your own little house, maybe even with a garden. But if you end up staying indisposable forever, folks, then I hope you'll help me make this the happiest, most vibrant town in the land of the lost." Jack now felt certain DP must be in Bother It's Gone. They needed to get out of disposable as quickly as possible and head there instead. "Alrighty, let's get you all bedded down for the night," said Specs. "I'm afraid some of you will need to share a room because we're a little cramped and disposable." "Nobody's as cramped as me," said Wheezy, echoing voice. Everyone looked around to see who'd spoken, but there wasn't anyone else in the bar. "That you, Haley?" said Specs, grinning in the direction of the lunchbox, who looked very embarrassed. "Yes," said the wheezy voice, which Jack now realized was coming from inside the tin box. "Can't I come out for a bit, please? It's so dark in here and it smells of egg sandwich." "Nope," snapped Scissors from the bar. "You stay put. Things that are lost inside things that are lost must stay lost in the things that were lost. That's the law." Jack looked at the Christmas pig, but he didn't seem to have understood this any more than Jack had. "But it's horrible in here," wailed the voice. "It won't be forever," the lunchbox told her tummy. "Huh," said Scissors, with a cruel smile. "Don't kid yourself. There's probably a nice new lunchbox waiting under the Christmas tree for your owner right now. Pink with unicorns on the lid, I suspect. You think she'll bother looking for an old tin like you once she's got something nice and new and plastic?" With a sob, Lunchbox jumped off the 2 chairs and clattered away up the stairs toward the bedrooms, while the wheezy voice inside her said, "Ouch, ouch, you're shaking me around." "That wasn't kind, Scissors," said Specs in a low voice. "Kind?" spat Scissors. "It's the truth. Things need to know their place. That's how we all stay out of trouble." He poured the last drops of lubricants over the screw holding him together, then stalked out of the bar on his sharp points into the swirling snow. Specs sighed, then told each new thing which number room they were to sleep in. One by one, the things headed up the stairs until only Jack and the Christmas pig were left. Now Specs seemed to notice them for the first time. "You don't usually get things as new as you and disposable," he said, looking curiously at the Christmas pig. What's your story, Pig? Oh, we were lost together, said the Christmas pig. We both fell out of our boy's pocket. What kind of boy wouldn't look for two fine toys like yourselves? Asked the sheriff, peering from the Christmas pig to Jack. What are you, anyway? He asked, staring into Jack's face. I'm an action figure, said Jack. Pajama boy with the power of sleep and dreams. I've got my own cartoon, he added, to make himself more important. Your own cartoon, you say? Said Specs, still gazing at Jack. Well, remarkable detailing. So you both fell out of your owner's pocket. Our owner's a very spoiled boy, said the Christmas pig. He doesn't care about his toys because he's got so many. As far as he's concerned, one stuffed pig is very much like another stuffed pig, one action figure much like the next. He's even been known to throw his things around and stamp on them. The Christmas pig added, with half a glance at Jack, who scowled. Dear me, I've heard there are such children, said Specs sadly. Back in my day, children had fewer toys and treasured them. We'd never have seen such fine specimens as yourselves here in olden times. Let me walk you up to your room, Specs went on. You won't mind sharing since you know each other already. He led them upstairs and then along a dark, windowless upstairs corridor with numbered doors on either side. As they passed number 23, the door opened a crack and the tin lunchbox peered out. Am I being adjusted? She whispered. Don't look like it, Lunchy, said Specs. We normally hear about adjustments earlier in the day than this. The lunchbox sighed and closed her door again. Poor thing, said Specs quietly as they walked on down the corridor, finding it hard to settle in. Sheriff Specs, said Jack suddenly. He had to make absolutely sure that DP wasn't here, so he ignored the warning look the Christmas pig was giving him. Have you seen another toy pig here in Disposable? He's around the same height as the pig, but he's just got buttons for eyes and his ears are lopsided. A pig with button eyes and lopsided ears? Said Specs, pausing in the darkness to peer at Jack again. No, son, I can't say I've seen any pig matching that description. Jack was disappointed but not really surprised. Specs pushed open the cracking door of bedroom 20. Sleep well, fellas, he said. But he gave Jack a very suspicious look as he closed the door behind him.